their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the MinnyCitrus Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Marshall's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Marshall quick to the line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
On the option. Now the pitch. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Bringing it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Minnesota's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pass mistakes him still on his feet. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. That's caught. It's Hawkins.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Sends it back in motion. Here's the handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Marshall! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Hits the ball. Not only hits the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. From the gun, the ground game. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Now the toss. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Marshall quick to the line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. Finds some room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurd! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. This whole team, actually, they already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Got room to work. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also... He'll take the deep shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hawkins. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Marshall quick to the line. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's a draw. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. Touchdown, Marshall! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for space. It's Goff. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This offense has really been clicking in the game. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Quick spin on the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Marshall quick to the line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Herd! Quick strike through the air for the score. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in there. They'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On the run, fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They've mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Lawson. Stumbled to the ground. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. The jet sweep pass. Finds a little space. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. And an explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Marshall quick to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Hit as he throws. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Caught. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense, playing the pass, breaking on the football.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It-Citrus Bowl. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It-Citrus Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here.
You got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close this season out with an exclamation point.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly complete. And he'll be brought down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Finding open areas. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Marshall got that running game going on the last play. Let's see what they have here. Using his legs, it's Hawkins.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. He might want another play. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Marshall quick to the line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Breaks into the open. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Goes to the option. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well, the diversity in this.
Touchdown, Marshall! Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 30. pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the pass. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this defense has to find more plays, man. They've given up some big plays, and they haven't played well so far. They've dug themselves a hole. They need some more of these. They need some more stops. Playing the football in the air a little bit better. Don't give up the big plays. Maybe force a few turnovers. This defense has got to get their offensive spot.
Makes the catch on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The option look. Quarterback on the keeper. Inside the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurd! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering Herd offense coming out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
There he goes. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. On the option. Quick toss. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Marshall quick to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. On the option. He'll pitch it. Spins away from the defender. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. With the run on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense dropping into soft coverage. To the air, it's Fowler. They'll run the screen, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pulls it in, it's Fuller. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the option. He'll do it himself. Spins away from the defense. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Marshall quick to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Ford.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking for space, it's Ford. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Fowler. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Still on his feet at the 45. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception.
Taking it the other way. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Marshall quick to the line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted to stop the threat. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Gets the back moving. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The returner will field it and bring it back. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Fowler. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.